If you look at it, we're still at the enabling stages, and it is different. I've had a lot of comparisons of this AI boom to the dot-com bubble, and there is a difference between them. Obviously, with the dot-com bubble, there wasn't actually that tangible, growth in earnings expectations.
Right.
But we're seeing that with these companies, but also the different access points you can take, whether you buy the technology itself or the base raw materials that go into it. And I think that's what makes this quite so fascinating.
Is one cheaper than t'other? Because I know at 20 times sales plus for NVIDIA, mildly scary. I presume the base materials are slightly cheaper.
I think they are. And it depends whether you go for semiconductors or the raw materials. There's many different ways that you can enter into it. But what I think everyone is thinking about is how deeply entrenched is this, and will the curve actually move at the pace that the market seems to think it will?
So the obvious question for you is, what are your clients, what are you directing your clients to invest in if they want to take advantage of AI?
We're still sticking to the quite stable names like Microsoft, with their acquisition of OpenAI and how they're trying to weave it in. I think that's quite an interesting way to approach it.
You just took me right back to the dot-com boom. I mean, all those interesting specky stocks we all invested in. I think our imagination was bigger than the actual revenues they produced. But the same story could have been true.
Like dogwalking.com.
I was trying to think. There's one I invested in. It was about bringing together some sort of reward
pre-CNBC,
system.
Obviously,
it was sort of all these reward systems that you aggregated together, and it somehow was meant to have some revenue model.
In the book I'm reading, this is interesting. So I'm reading about the Chinese kind of Groupon type successes, and at one stage there was like over 100 of these companies doing the same thing with the discounting of vouchers. So there were ultimate winners. There were definitely ones that were going to make it. Yeah, it's just a question of there were so many trying to find scale. This one didn't.
This went from $2 to about 18 at the time,
nice.
And then I don't think
it's even
out
at 18.
I don't think it's even in existence now. But this is quite different to the Microsoft story. I mean, AI looked like it was going to go on that pathway. Oh, we've got this huge AI journey. No one actually knew what it actually was, was going to mean. But then what have we got overnight? Pricing model, $30 for this enterprise service, which has effectively lifted the average spend by 80+% for enterprise customers. That is huge. I mean, when can you convince a customer in this type of environment to spend 83% more on basics than what they've been spending?
It's absolutely huge, but also this whole narrative that AI hasn't been around, it's been around for a long time. It's built into so many different aspects of our daily lives. So it's just whether AI can actually, at the moment, it is a little bit like autofill. It's not really showing that intelligence. And that'll be the point when it can actually infer results. That's when I think it will get very interesting.
Does Europe play in this story in your mind? You were saying you're concentrated around some of these big name AI stories. What's your approach when it comes to Europe and AI in terms of investing here alongside that theme?
I think we've still got a long way to go. We're seeing it, the majority, it is remaining in North America and the tech stocks. But I think it'd be fascinating to see it come into Europe more, especially in the UK. We've had a lot of talk in politics of driving that growth. So I would keep a close eye on that.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.